Princess Diana was now one of the most famous women in the world, admired for her beauty, loved for her kindness, and praised for her elegance. But while the world saw a perfect royal fairy tale, Diana's real life inside the palace walls was very different. After her wedding to Prince Charles in 1981, Diana moved into Clarence House and later to Kensington Palace. She began her royal duties immediately, visiting charities, attending formal events, and representing the British monarchy across the world. She was just 20 years old, learning everything on the job, with no guidance, and all while cameras followed her every move. The public adored her. They saw a beautiful young princess who smiled, waved, and brought a fresh charm to the royal family. She was a fashion icon, with every outfit she wore instantly appearing in newspapers and magazines. Crowds screamed her name. Little girls wanted to grow up to be just like her. But at home, Diana was struggling. Prince Charles was often distant. Their personalities were very different. Diana was warm and emotional. Charles was traditional and reserved. The age gap between them, 12 years, only widened as they began to live together. Diana wanted love, comfort, and attention. Charles often retreated into duty and spent time away. She soon discovered that he was still in contact with Camilla Parker Bowles. Diana's suspicions grew. So did her loneliness. In public, she smiled. In private, she cried. She later revealed that her mental health began to suffer during the first year of her marriage. She felt unworthy, anxious, and deeply insecure. With no one to talk to and no emotional support within, she even admitted to hurting herself out of desperation and pain. Yet she carried on. In 1982, the royal family celebrated a major event, the birth of Prince William, Diana's first son. The world rejoiced. News cameras showed Charles and Diana standing proudly outside the hospital with their newborn in their arms. Becoming a mother changed Diana's life. She found a new sense of purpose. She wanted to raise William as normally as possible, even within the royal system. Diana broke many royal rules, choosing her own nanny, taking William on official tours, and even hugging him in public. These were small things, but they shocked the royal household. In 1984, Diana gave birth to her second son, Prince Harry. She now had 2 boys she loved more than anything. She once said, "I live for my sons. I'd be lost without them." But even as her family grew, her marriage to Charles was falling apart. The distance between them grew. Charles resumed his affair with Camilla, and Diana knew. It broke her heart. At public events, she often looked sad even when she smiled. The press began to notice. Whispers of trouble in paradise became headlines. Diana's pain was no longer just private, it became part of a royal scandal. Yet Diana refused to be silent. She continued her royal duties with grace and compassion. She visited hospitals, shook hands with the sick, walked through minefields, and embraced people living with HIV and AIDS at a time when the world was still afraid. No royal had done what she did. She gave people hope. She gave them dignity. And in return, they gave her love. But inside the palace, Diana felt increasingly isolated. She didn't feel protected. She didn't feel loved. And she no longer trusted those around her. By the late 1980s, the cracks in the royal marriage were obvious. Charles and Diana appeared together at events, but lived separate emotional lives. The press began taking sides. Some supported Charles, others sided with Diana. The palace issued no clear answers. In 1992, the couple formally separated. They continued their public duties, but lived apart. The Queen remained silent. The world watched and speculated, but Diana was no longer just a royal wife. She had become a global icon, one of the most beloved women in history, and she was about to speak her truth.